Bo, thanks very much. Hog football headed to Stark Vegas, as they like to call it. Senior Day for the Bulldogs, honoring 19 seniors. They have a lot to play for in Starkville. Considering Mississippi State is 2 wins from bowl eligibility, Razorbacks reeling, meanwhile, from last week's effort. That was far from the effort Arkansas put forth against the Florida Gators. The Hogs allowed 390 rushing yards in the 38-10 loss. 291, the number of total yards for Arkansas, just 81 on the ground. As for the Dogs, Nick Fitzgerald can get it done running and throwing the football. SEC Co-Offensive Player of the Week back on November 7th.
A very tough opponent this week. Obviously, they didn't have success on Saturday against Alabama either, but they've been gaining a little bit of momentum. Obviously, beat A&M 2 weeks ago, and their quarterback's playing very, very well, opportunistic, and I think they'll be hungry.
They're multiple. You know, they're very multiple. The coaches do a great job. They get in and out of 4 down and odd fronts, and they got a nice blitz package and mix up coverages.
They've shuffled some things around. We've got to be smart and simple in our approach. You know, at times we want to pressure, that quarterback can become a runner. So when we do pressure, we got to do a great job of, first and foremost, keeping him in the pocket, not allowing him to escape on quarterback draws, and design quarterback run game.
Dak Prescott last year for Mississippi State, Nick Fitzgerald this time around. Didn't really know what Mississippi State could present for Arkansas when you think back to the Miss State team that lost to South Alabama. That was week 1. This is week 12, but the Hogs and Dogs each set to play their 11th football game in their respective seasons. 2 games into November. Miss State 1-1 this month with a statement win over A&M and a 48-point loss to top-ranked Bama.
Our message this week is, hey, you know, we got our back to the wall. We got a home game. We got to go win at home. You know, and that's what it is. I don't know that senior week has as much to do with it this week as much as, hey, we've kind of been backed into a corner and we got to find a way to win.
Dogs 4-6 on the season. 6 p.m. Saturday. Mississippi State and Arkansas squaring off. It is on ESPNU. Coach Bielema winless against Miss State his first 3 years at Arkansas. Going around the SEC now, rescheduled from October 8th. That is LSU hosting Florida. The Tigers and Gators with impressive numbers defensively. Gators giving up 13 per game. Tigers allow 14 per. Florida still holding down first place in the East at 5-2 in conference play. LSU third in the West with 4 wins in 6 games in the league. Meanwhile, Missouri finally notched its first SEC victory this season last week. Tigers on the road Saturday to take on the Tennessee Volunteers at Neyland Stadium. Kickoff 2:30 in Knoxville. SEC West versus East matchup in Nashville, Music City this week. Ole Miss a win away from becoming bowl eligible, lining up to try to hand the Commodores their 7th loss on the year. Saturday night kickoff at 7 there. Georgia turning the page after that big win over Auburn, set to step back into non-conference play. Texas San Antonio in College Station facing the Aggies. And more from Week 12, Western Carolina at South Carolina, Austin Peay and Lexington to kick against the Kentucky Wildcats. Chattanooga going against the Tide, and the Auburn Tigers at home to take on Alabama A&M. That is your SEC report. Bo, back to you.